Dear students, this video is just all about to discuss the short answers of the questions. This video surely gonna help you to understand chapter 1 more thoroughly. I hope that all of you have gone through with all the previous videos and must have understood the concept as well. In the sequence of these videos, I will try to enhance your knowledge base. Hence, I am providing you the most relevant short questions of the topic. So here we start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that what is agriculture? Agriculture can be defined as agar, which means field, and culture means cultivation. So, how to define agriculture term? The practice of growing crops is called agriculture. Coming to our next question, name 2 plantation crops. We have studied that plantation crops are those cash crops which are grown on plantations. And so, the 2 most common and important plantation crops are rubber and coffee. Coming to our next question, which says mention the major activities involved in growing a crop. We have gone through all these activities like preparing the soil. We studied that in preparing the soil, we first need to plow the land. Plowing the land is done with the help of a plow. What is the help with this plowing method? That is, it makes the soil loose and creates air spaces. And after plowing, we again need to level the land by the help of leveler. And this leveling method breaks the big chunks of the soil and make it leveled. After leveling, then we add manure. So, preparing the soil has 3 important processes involved, that is plowing, leveling and manuring. Then comes sowing the seeds. We learned that seeds what are selected to be sown should be healthy and should be disease free. And always seeds should be sown at right depth and at right interval. That is why broadcasting method, that is spraying or throwing the seeds manually, is not considered a good method of sowing the seeds. Coming to our next process, that is improving soil fertility. Usually, soil loses its nutrients due to continuous growth of the crop on the land. So, certain measures are taken to improve soil fertility, that is either by adding biofertilizers, by adding manure, or by adding chemical fertilizers. That is, we studied about NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Another important process involved in growing a crop is irrigation. Irrigation is watering the land, and irrigation depends upon the type of soil and of course on the type of crop, because certain crops they need more water and certain crops need less water. When land is irrigated and the crop has grown, now it's the time to protect the crop. Protect the crop from birds, pests, rats, etc. So that the crop coming out should be healthy and it should not have any kind of disease. crop protection is not done, then it will affect the quality as well as quantity of the crop. Another important process which is involved when crop has already grown and matured is harvesting. Harvesting can be done with the help of the machine called combine, and that will also involve the process of threshing and winnowing. The last and the most important process involved is storage. If storage of the crop is not proper, then we cannot maintain the buffer stock. Storage depends upon the nature of the crop. Like certain crops, they are stored in godowns, whereas certain crops are stored under cold storage. So in godowns, we need to fumigate it first, that is with the help of vapors of certain chemicals. Crops should be stored in proper silos or gunny bags, whereas in cold storage, proper temperature and humidity to be maintained. So, what are the processes involved? Preparing the soil, sowing seeds, improving soil fertility, irrigation, crop protection, harvesting and storage. Coming to our next question, that is, what are weeds? Weeds are unwanted plants which grow along with the crop. Why they are unwanted plants and why we not allow weeds to grow? Because they compete with the main crop for nutrients, for sunlight and of course for space. And the roots of the main crop will not penetrate easily. So, these weeds are to be removed. For example, Argemone, Oxalis, etc. Now, what can be the three ways of removing weeds from the crop field? So, what are these three ways? These are, it can be done with the help of, means it can be done manually, or with implements like a trowel, hoe or rake. And also we can apply certain chemicals which we call as weedicides. But these chemicals should be applied in minimum quantity. Coming with the next question, what are pests? Pests are like birds, rats and insects that often eat and damage crop plants and their produce. They are called pests. And if these pests are not removed, then we are not going to get good quality and of course good quantity of the crop. So they need to be removed with the help of certain chemicals like pesticides, like rodenticides or like insecticides. Next question coming up is, why are animal proteins considered better than plant proteins? So, animal proteins, they are easily digested in comparison to plant proteins, and also animal proteins contain some essential amino acids. What are these amino acids? These are the building blocks of proteins which form an important nutrient of the body. Next is very common question but important too. When are kharif crops sown? Kharif crops are sown during monsoon. Why kharif crops are sown during monsoon? Because they require large amount of water like rice, jute, maize, etc. And in relation to kharif crops, we also have studied about one more term, that is rabi crops. So, what are rabi crops? Rabi crops, they are like wheat, mustard, etc., which are sown in October. Is it clear? Coming to our next question, what is animal husbandry? Animal husbandry can be better defined as rearing of animals for their products, and it is also called as livestock farming. Sometimes we loosely use this livestock farming or rearing of animals in agriculture because it is a practice involved under agriculture. Coming to the last question of the video, what are the two things that have to be controlled in a cold storage? Cold storage is meant to store foodstuffs like fruits and vegetables. And two important factors that we need to maintain in cold storage are temperature and humidity. As you can see here, the temperature range in a cold storage should be 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. Why? Because low temperature does not allow the growth of the microorganisms, and also it stops the enzymes which are present in the fruits and vegetables to spoil them. Coming to humidity. In case of humidity, the level should be pretty high. Why? Because fruits and vegetables, they usually lose moisture if humidity is low. So, care is to be taken to see that fruits and vegetables are to be stored which are absolutely clean, should not be damaged in any way, and are usually packed in crates, racks, trays, etc. And there should be plenty of space between these crates and racks to be maintained for proper circulation of the air between them. Okay, so two important factors to be maintained or controlled in a cold storage are temperature within a range of 0 to 4 degrees Celsius and humidity which is pretty high. So this is all for today's video. Hope you will be able to understand everything in a very proper way. Thank you.